Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm David King.
I'm Fred Cilbrith.
Welcome to Keep It Real. I guess today I get to play the Godfather, I guess, in a way.
Well, you're sitting at the table, dude.
I get to be the Don today, I guess.
Yeah, and I guess that makes me the advisor.
I guess. But I thought he wore a suit, too.
I mean, he does,
right? You know, before we get into today's topic, every week you missed the memo.
You missed the memo?
You missed the memo. You got the plaid shirt. Wait. Where's the purple shirt?
The purple shirt was gone today. I didn't want to wear the purple
No purple shirt today.
No purple shirt, folks.
Hannah, thank you for getting rid of the purple shirt.
She just burnt it.
That's y'all business. But, you know, Freddie, growing up, you know, we said it before, we grew up, and generations change. And one thing about growing up, especially as boys, we like to play video games. But lately, there's this new game that's, you know, on your cell phone. You know, there's been the Candy Crunch. There's been all different kind of games that I can't even name them.
Just a bunch of Candy Crush things, you know, and that kind of jazz.
And Fruit Ninjas.
But nothing like the phenomenon we're going to talk about tonight, folks.
Which is pretty much Pokemon GO.
Yep.
Now, I don't play Pokemon GO, and I'd almost crashed into a pole once.
I fall and broke my phone once for that.
You know, what I think to me, what makes that, you know, the whole Pokemon GO thing so popular these days is because the way it's set up.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you can catch Pokemon like right here in the studio.
Yep. It's very true.
And it's cool because like, oh, it's right here in the studio.
I remember when me and John, I got so excited over this, folks, that there was a Bulbasaur, which is the first Pokemon, if you know what Pokemon is, in the studio, and John caught it. In the studio.
John caught the Pokemon.
Right. He had it on his phone.
Oh, wow. Well, congratulations, John, on catching a Pokemon.
What was your first Pokemon?
Squirtle, of course.
Squirtle? Really?
I like the turtles.
I like Charmander. I mean, I went outside the studio, folks, went around the cafe here, caught a Charmander.
It's funny, you like Charmander, but you don't like the heat. You like the cold. You sure your first Pokemon shouldn't have been, I don't know, some kind of ice-like Pokemon?
Right.
Some kind of, I don't know.
Right.
I don't think there is an ice-like Pokemon.
There are. It's just all water.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that's why Squirtle's my favorite.
Right.
Mostly because of the turtle. He's actually a turtle and a squirrel.
Right.
As a mix.
He's got a squirrel for a tail.
Like, I never really noticed that until the other day. I was playing it. I was like, yeah, why is his tail? I was like, oh, he's actually a squirrel / turtle.
What's your second favorite?
Second favorite. Let's see, for Pokemon,
Me. Apparently, I'm a Pokemon, folks.
Yeah, why you riding the ball? But second favorite for me would be, oh man, it's a legendary Pokemon. It probably would be what is it, the Phoenix?
Flareon?
Yeah.
The one with its bird on fire?
No, the electric one. I can't think of the name.
The electric one.
It's a legendary one.
It's a legendary electric Pikachu?
Pikachu don't fly.
The heck was it? Folks, if you know what this is, call in and find out and tell us what the Pokemon is. Because you can call right on the bottom of your screen. Because we can't figure this out.
I can't figure it out. But anyway, that's my second favorite Pokemon.
My favorite would be Haunter.
Why? Hold up. Haunter?
Yeah.
You don't even like scary movies.
But I always thought the Haunter was cool.
But you like every Pokemon. You like every Pokemon that you don't like in life. You don't like the heat, but you like Charmander.
Yep.
You don't like scary movies, but you like Haunter.
Yep.
Right. How about Jigglypuff?
How about Clefairy?
I'm not into the little cute unicorn-like pink
So
Pokemon.
How many do you think there are nowadays?
I don't know. I mean, but I remember growing up, when we talk about Pokemon GO, I remember other games, like, when I grew up, Super Mario was, like, the hottest thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was, like, the hottest thing ever.
Wait, did you have a 64 growing up?
Oh, wow. You talk about video games. We're talking about video games now. We're talking about
Pokemon GO and
all that
different
kind of
things.
I was into, when I started, we had regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo. We had, of course, 64. Right. What are we missing? The Sega Dreamcast, the GameCube, with the PlayStation 2 and 3, right. And then we had the Xbox 360, and here we are today at PS4 and right. Xbox One.
Well, you know what the biggest thing with...
And, of course, you want to talk about video games, if you look behind us, Call of Duty, one of my favorites.
Which one? Well, Black Ops or the original?
It doesn't matter. You don't see we're inside the cockpit.
Ah.
It made me think of Call of Duty.
Oh, okay. Maybe Top Gun on the original Nintendo.
It's still not better than Call of Duty. Yeah.
All right.
Now, those are my favorite. I like the war games. I'm into the Call of Duty, and all that kind of stuff. 1860, Order of 1866, yeah, all that kind of stuff. Resident Evil.
Yeah, he loves Resident Evil. The last time we played it, I almost had a heart attack. Not joking.
For real. I mean, we had the surround sound on. I wish you guys could have seen it. He was freaked out.
Yeah.
I wish I could just reenact that. I wish I could have just had a video to show you folks how he was freaking out, running to the kitchen of my apartment because he was scared of a Resident Evil video game because something was knocking on the door.
And there was a VCR tape. You had to put in VCR and play it back. And I was like, no, let's not go there. But going back to Pokemon GO, the biggest thing that happened when it first came out is the servers didn't work at all. Like if you were connected to internet or data, the servers did not work. Second thing is, and the biggest complaint is, you saw it all over the news and whatnot. People, when you play Pokemon GO, folks, you have to have your location turned on your phone so you can know what Pokemon to catch and where they are and everything. Well, having your location on your phone, the game would lure people to different spots, unknown spots that no one knows about. But they were the people that would try to catch the Pokemon on the phone would end up either being mugged or worse.
Mugged on the phone. It's funny you mentioned that. I never understood that, and you brought that to my attention. How do you get mugged playing?
People just trying to cash in on the game. I don't know.
I think the only problem with it was you got some people that they focus on it so much that it caused accidents. Like you said, you fell.
Right. I fell, tripped, and broke my phone and hit the pavement.
You get so into the game that you forget about
where you're at, and they
reality.
And they literally tell you when you're playing the game, watch out of your surroundings. Literally.
Well, I tried to do that, but you see, when I'm playing Call of Duty, I kind of ignore everybody. I'm kind of like, I got the headset on, and and I got the thing on, and I'm like talking to my friends online. Speaking of that online, do you think that's cool, or do you think it's better back in the day where you couldn't talk online with people?
Online gaming?
Yeah.
Overall, I think now it's more acceptable and it's mainstreamed because you see gaming, people play games online, but they have tournaments, literally championship tournaments over this stuff. So I think it's a cool thing. I think it's a great thing, but I also think, like anything, there's a downside to that too.
Okay, what would you think the downside would be?
People getting hacked, finding their information, and showing up at their house for no apparent reason.
I think my problem is with the online thing. I never leave my credit card on file because there's a lot of credit card hackers out there. There's a lot of people trying to steal your identity,
Right.
And video games are one of the easiest ways to get to do that because there's so many people that play video games, and mostly younger guys, myself, and younger age groups, and it's easier to target the younger groups.
Well, since you're going with age groups, they literally say in America, the highest ranking.
Oh, hold on,
we have a phone call.
Hello. All right, and I guess
apparently they were testing the line.
Apparently it was recorded. But go on.
They say that the highest ranking gamer in America is like 35 years old.
I can go with that.
I remember that.
I'm 29 years old, and I mean I'm not I don't like sit in front of the TV for 24 hours a day.
No, I can't do
and
that.
play video games, but I do enjoy my video games kind of thing. Even like you have times where you may be in a bad mood, or bored. Video games to me can relieve stress.
They can.
Or pastime. When I don't have to work, when there is nothing for me to do, video games kind of pass the time.
And when we don't have to work, the one game that'll play half the time is basketball. He's a big sports guy.
Yeah, I am. And that's the thing. I like the whole Call of Duty thing because I like the whole military thing. But I love playing like basketball. I'm a wrestling fan, soccer, and I don't mind playing baseball. Hockey.
Have you ever played they usually call that in the gaming world, Call of Duty would be an FPS, which is a first-person shooter. Do you ever play RPGs or role-playing games?
I have not, but I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, playing video games on the go, I really don't play much.
I can't.
Just because, I got to drive the chair, and I'm driving the power chair and trying to play the game.
Yeah, it's like when I was playing Pokemon GO and my phone cracked, I literally was walking across the street trying to go somewhere, and I tripped, fell, and hit the pavement. My entire screen just done.
But I like to have a balance between how much time I play video games and how much time I do other things, because there's more to life than just sitting in front of a TV and playing video games 24 hours a day.
Going back to online gaming, like I said, there's championships. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing that it's like broadcast on TV?
Ooh, I like that. I like that question. Let's see. Bear with me. I think that it's 50-50. I have to say 50-50.
Okay, why is it 50-50?
Because the simple fact that, it's gambling in a sense. But
on TV, it's gambling?
Well, think about it. If you can win money playing video games, it's no different than if we were sitting here right now, making money playing cards.
Yeah.
I think that it's good. I mean, hey, look, this is keeping it real. I mean, hey, I'm all for the under. If you can make money under the table, I ain't gonna knock you. But at the same time, once again, it can be a bad thing because, once again, you don't know who you're playing against. You don't know who you're interacting with.
Right. But I'm saying when they broadcast it, they have people of 4 or 5 teams.
Yeah, but then people become addicted to it, and then they spend their rent money, their insurance money, or whatever on trying to win this game. Because just like gambling, just like a drug, it could become addictive. And if you don't learn to do it in moderation, it takes over your life.
Right.
And that's something you should not let happen. Everything in moderation. That's why, going back to what I was saying, I like playing video games. I don't mind playing online. I like playing like the Crew and all that kind of stuff. But in moderation. Another thing, I try to watch, language, because you have a lot of younger people that do play video games. So you saying this, that, and third, it's, you could offend somebody. you can harass somebody, and you can make all kind of legal problems that you really do not want. And folks, I know about having legal problems.
Going back to language and all that stuff in video games, there are kids that are like 5 and older that they'll have their older brother buy like an M-rated game, which is 17 and above, folks, for them. Do you think that's right? Do you think that's right or that's wrong?
No, I'm going to honestly say I think that's wrong. But once again, you know, we've said it a bunch of other episodes.
But if the parent or the guardian okays that, then?
Well, yeah, but still, as a parent, and I'm not a parent, I do have a nephew, but you as the adult or the older sibling or the parent have to be like, it's not appropriate for this kid to play.
Right.
You know, I don't think personally that you should have a 5-year-old trying to shoot somebody in Call of Duty.
Right.
You know, or be playing Resident Evil and the kid having nightmares and you know, or you know, that kind of thing. And they do have games for kids to play. You know, I think that. Hold on.
Another phone call.
Hello.
Hey, how many Pokemon do you guys have?
Wow, I have about 35.
I would say about 96.
96.
Yeah, but I would.
How often do you play?
Yeah, how often do you play?
How often do I play?
You got a lot of Pokemon.
I honestly deleted the app after a while. I got tired of playing it, but it's a good game. But there's also, you can catch duplicates and then trade in for candies. Yeah, it's how the game works, folks.
Real candy or computer candy?
Real candy? I don't know about real candy, but candy within
What do you
the
get
game.
when you get to 100 Pokemon? Do you get a T-shirt or something?
No.
I don't think you get a T-shirt, but it's a fun game to play. What kind of candy do you get?
You just get candy.
Because I ain't got no candy yet.
That's because you're catching duplicates. You don't trade it in.
You gotta trade it. I like my Pokemon. I want.
What happens when you go to the gym?
You have different gyms in the game, folk. That you have different levels that you have to defeat, and if you can defeat it, you have your Pokemon.
So how many badges have you got?
Probably one, because I don't really play it that much.
You only got one gym badge, and you got that many
Yeah.
Pokemon, and you only got one gym badge?
Yeah.
Well, you doing something wrong.
Well, I'm catching all the Pokemon at your house.
Something you see
You
my
guys
house.
hear about the guy in California that was looking for Pokemon? He walked off a cliff.
Oh, geez.
Oh wow.
See,
Yeah,
this
got
goes back
killed.
to location, people getting mugged or people doing
Exactly.
walking where they shouldn't.
Yeah, it's dangerous, you know, if you don't know where you're going.
It is
It
very
is very dangerous. I mean, you know, that's why, like I said, first of all, I don't play Pokemon GO when I'm going. Driving through the street and playing Pokemon GO. But like I said, you know,
There's
in moderation, and obviously I think you should play video games at home. Or if you got free time, but you shouldn't be walking down the street, across the street, and there we go, Pokemon GO, there go Pokemon on I-95.
I think people don't drive behind it.
Yeah.
Exactly. But we do want to thank you for calling in.
Okay, I will catch you next week, and maybe I'll come down and bring you guys a pizza. You look hungry.
Yeah, we are.
Well, thank you.
All right, no problem.
Yep.
So, going back to
We look
getting,
hungry.
we look hungry. If you want to call in and send us a pizza,
Yeah.
that'd be all right.
Well, anyway,
Okay.
yes, this is a live
I'm
call-in
kidding,
show.
kidding,
We want to remind you guys that you could call in at the number at the bottom of your screen, and I guess you could tell Freddie, you could ask Freddie what kind of pizza does he like. and what he likes on his pizza. Anyway, what were you going to say?
Let's talk about the good thing with Pokemon Go. It gets people out of the house. It gets them to exercise, aka walk places to get certain things.
Okay, I can go with that.
But here's the thing. It also cures, well, not cures, but helps with depression and anxiety.
How you figure? What if I get depressed because I can't catch
No,
one?
you look at half the articles that have been online since this thing came out.
Okay.
A lot of people have said it's helped with anxiety, it's helped with depression.
How is
because
that?
it's
How?
the nostalgia factor. Oh, that's my favorite Pokemon from when I was a kid. Let me go see if I can catch it. Like, that kind of thing.
I mean, okay, I guess I can work with that. But what if I get depressed because I can't catch him?
Now, not everybody walks. They also go in a car and they drive. And they look at their phone.
Well, I go in a chair.
And while they're doing this, like, oh,
You forgot about the power tree. You ain't not mentioned the power tree. You in the
well,
car.
you could always travel out in your Cadillac while looking at a phone.
Yeah, I mean, all
we gotta do is get like a tool that goes,
You know what? I mean, what happens?
your phone could be right here.
So, look, speaking of phone, can you catch him like if you're in the shower or something?
Yes!
Why are you screaming?
I don't know.
Why are you screaming?
Sorry
This
about
is live.
Sorry about that phone.
Are you going through something?
No, I'm not going through anything.
You must have caught one this morning in the shower.
I didn't. It wasn't on my phone.
Wow.
But
I'm gonna have to ask Dan about that one.
shout out to Jan and Jamie. Yes, you can catch them if you're near a body of water because certain Pokemon.
So does that mean if you're by water, you can only catch the water Pokemon?
Sometimes. Most of the time, yes. But sometimes.
So if I'm next to a bunch of rocks, only rock Pokemon?
You maybe catch a Geodude or an Onyx.
Well, then I guess I shouldn't go to the woods because I will catch a bunch of bug Pokemon.
Caterpie, Weedle.
What kind of name is Weedle?
I don't know.
Yeah, speaking of Pokemon, I always wondered as a kid, what was some of the names that was hilarious to me, like
Coughing, wheezing,
that don't even like
meow.
well, Meowth, I get it, he's a cat. Coughing.
Coughing.
I mean, and wheezing. I mean, we ain't talking about catching little wing. Wheezy. Little Wheezy.
Okay.
So
Dan, what do you think is the funniest name ever that you've ever encountered on Pokemon?
Jigglypuff. Without a shadow of a doubt.
Why Jigglypuff?
It don't jiggle.
No, it just sings.
It's just puffy. And I don't mean Puff Daddy. It's just puffy. But it has a microphone like P. Diddy. But it don't sing. Nothing like P. Diddy.
What do you think is the most annoyingest Pokemon?
Psyduck.
Psyduck?
It's always got a headache.
That's because he's confused.
It's like having a wife that you don't want.
We have live comedy right
Well,
here.
I mean, you turn into a Psyduck. You get married, your wife gets on your nerves, then you become Psyduck. You're giving me a headache. Ay. And Psyduck never listens. Kind of like your wife, Anyway, she never hears you. She hears you, but she doesn't hear you.
Okay, if we're talking about Pokemon, what's your favorite badge?
Oh.
Since we're talking about Pokemon, what is your favorite badge and favorite gym?
Oh, that's automatic. Water badge.
Besides water.
Okay. If you had to go besides water, I like a challenge. Electricity. I think Surge was.
I have to agree.
I think Surge was the hardest trainer.
Yeah.
I remember watching the episode, and it was like a 2-3 part episode.
You remember watching that and seeing the Raichu that came out of that episode?
Which we found out later that it's actually Pikachu's evolved form.
Right. But folks, when you get Pokemon Yellow for Game Boy Color back in 1998,
You're a little happy
you
about that.
could not evolve this thing.
You are excited about that.
I mean, it's Pokemon Go. It's nostalgic. What do you want me to do?
I mean, but I remember watching the cartoon. I remember every day I'd come home from school and I'd watch the cartoon. I mean, literally, I remember seeing the first episode where he leaves, Pallet Town, and then he goes and, on his journey, and Pikachu becomes his first Pokemon that he has to wear rubber gloves because, Pikachu is all blowing him up.
Well, we're live on Facebook apparently too.
Periscope. Not Facebook, Periscope.
Periscope.
Nobody on there
No, I didn't think
nobody loves us. But it's that thing, and I used to watch every episode.
Yeah.
And then how he becomes kind of like emotionally attached
Right.
to Pikachu, to all his.
Do you remember the movies
Pokemon.
that came out? The first Pokemon movie where every kid was at the theater for this thing?
I only seen one Pokemon movie, and that was the first one.
But they made, like, I think 8 of them.
And then they tried to redo it, and then I feel like they were kind of messing the whole thing up. By taking Ash out and taking Brock out and Misty out, which I think personally Misty had a crush on Ash, but
Yeah, I would say that.
when she never, ever admits it.
Right.
But while we're at it, I know we've been talking about Pokemon GO and video games and Super Mario and other things. We want to remind everybody that you can watch this episode and other episodes on our YouTube page at Keeping It Real with David King.
You can also follow us on Twitter at 13 Keeping It Real, and we have a Facebook page, Keeping It Real TV.
And are we missing anything?
Instagram, which is Keeping It Real Up Close.
I can't remember all these.
And then Snapchat, which is KIR Up Close. So, and you can watch this episode and every other episode we have on our YouTube channel.
And more episodes.
And this episode will be updated tomorrow or by next week. So you'll be able to see this too.
If anything, reach out to him for that because he's the man for all of that.
I mean, I try. I mean, we just
try. You do an awesome job.
By the way, last week's episode is now up on YouTube.
Oh, goody.
That's going to be your thing. See, here's my thing. Oh, goody is going to be your new catchphrase.
That sounds like some low-budget Count Chocula commercial. I'm good. I'm good. I don't think that's going to be my thing. You can keep your thing, But, it's just amazing how stuff that when we were a kid is still around and still relevant today.
Yeah.
And still just as popular as it was back then today. And you have the new generation that's into it, and you still have us who are slowly becoming dinosaurs still into it. And I think it's cool, but I do think that everything you do should always be in moderation. You shouldn't don't be walking across the street and try to play Pokemon GO and get hit by a car.
Don't do what I did, folks.
Pokemon cannot save your life. Even though it can in the cartoon, it cannot in the real world. Okay? And,
be mindful of your surroundings when you're playing.
But I do think the exercise gimmick and everything is a very good thing.
Yeah.
So, but, Fred, we're getting close to the end of the night tonight. And before I go and annoy Rebecca and go play video games and drive for bananas.
Donkey Kong.
Anyway, is there any last words you want to say, Mr. Donkey Kong?
That's you. I would just say, have fun while playing the game, but be safe and be careful.
I would just say, enjoy yourself. If you're a kid, be a kid. You only get to be a kid once.
That's very true.
There's nothing wrong with being a grown-up and being a kid at heart. I think I will always be a kid at heart, even though I have to be an adult. But, just be safe. And remember, video games is not reality.
Yep.
There's a separate line between life and reality. And as long as you do that, and as long as you go to school, do your homework, I know it sounds old school, and pay your bills, do what you got to do, have fun, enjoy yourself, because life is too short. As I always like to say, besides that, I can't complain. I enjoyed the video games. I hope you guys enjoy Pokemon GO. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. With that said, I'm David King.
I'm Fred Cilbrith.
And thank you for watching, and have a good night.
See ya.